Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to let the commentators take it from here.
And welcome back. We have the fourth match of the third day, and we have, you're listening to Verona and Brianna, you have Noir Mercenary Group versus Indecisive Certainty. And for Noir on the field, you have 3 Tengus, a Drake, a pair of Daredevils, and a Basilisk.
And for Indecisive Certainty, we have 3 Hurricanes, a Guardian, a Rook, and 2 Armageddons.
And it's interesting to see that that Rook of Indecisive Certainty has come in at 0. He is right on top of the beacon, and he's pretty much piled in with every other ship on the field, so I think he's going to go down pretty fast.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be quite a interesting match here. Everyone has basically warped to 0 on a beacon. ECM, Guardians, Daredevils, so on.
I'm calling it now, that Rook has got to be a bait Rook. There's no way anyone can be possibly that stupid. It's just not humanly possible. I mean, he is right there, slap bang in the center of the enemy team, so it's going to be interesting to see how this works.
Oh yes, but also don't forget that all the the Basilisk and the Guardian is also at 0, which is not really very common. I think most teams have a tendency to warp them at range of like 50 kilometers or so, just so that they don't get taken down immediately if there's any ECM on the other team.
Yeah, we can see there Noir fielding 81 points, I believe, leading the handicap by 19. I'm absolutely astonished if this Rook pilot hasn't got something up his sleeve, to be honest, because he is like right in the middle of just a horrible fiery death as soon as this match goes live.
Well, sometimes you can armor tank a Rook, but it's never going to be good news for the Rook pilot to warp to 0, especially not knowing what the other team is. For all you know, you could be warping to 0 on a full Vindicator team, and it doesn't matter if you have any armor tank or any tricks up your sleeve. You're just gonna get squished by a giant squid.
It really, honestly, truthfully astounds me that this guy is coming at this range. This is going to be interesting when the match gets underway, because we have 2 Geddons sat right on top of him, 2 Armageddons, which appear to be... oh, they may actually be beam or tachyon fitted. It looks as if the turrets may be tax. So they might have banked on them coming in at range, I don't know, but we've got 2 logistic ships as well, sat right in the middle of the mix. Wow, I think both teams have pretty much completely unintentionally read into what the other team was bringing, and just coming at 0 hoping the other team was going to come in at range, and I guess it's going to go pear-shaped horribly for one of the 2 groups. I'm banking on that Rook pilot being primary.
Yeah, if I were Noir, I would definitely take out that Rook and the Guardian if possible. Just keep him tied down with some kind of a scrambling from the frigates, maybe, just to keep him from going anywhere too much further than what they can shoot at.
Yeah, these I'm just trying to get an idea of what these guys have been thinking when they've come in, and it definitely looks as if these Geddons might actually be long-range fitted. It's strange, but yeah, it looks that way. It doesn't look as if they're fitted with pulses. Yeah, it's going to be... I think this is going to be a horrible head kicking in for someone, one of the 2 teams, whoever manages to get the upper hand first. It's going to be a toss-up whether to go for the logistics of the Rook first. I think that pretty much that Basilisk is going to get jammed outright by the Rook for as long as it survives. We've got the 1-minute countdown in local from CCB Claw, so we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, both teams misinterpreting the opposing setup and coming in at 0. We've got both of them sat right on top of each other.
Yeah, I'm actually very interested to see how this is going to turn out. I mean, we all like fireworks, and this match is going to be full of fireworks. Whoever wins is going to be able... So actually, Noir is actually, I think they might be fielding a handicap of 19 points. So if they do lose this, then they'll be out of the match for good.
And there we go, straight away. Match is underway. And see, immediately the Guardian... under fire, very heavy fire there. Autocannon fitted Hurricanes hailing down.
Guardian is immediately into almost half structure, half armor. I'm sorry. He's starting to rep himself, but I think it's only a matter of a few seconds. If he can't keep himself up, then yeah, that's not good news for the Indecisive team. Actually, the Basilisk for Noir team is also starting to take a little bit of shield damage. I think they're just both focusing on the logistic ship this time. Not really, the Rook is not actually taking too much damage, which is very, very surprising.
Yeah, we actually have the Basilisk of the Noir Mercenary Group team is smart bomb, and oh, you can see he's just took out a full wave of drones there. He's also running a cap transfer between himself and one of the Tengus of the Noir Mercenary Group team. So it looks as if it's not going to work out, and he is going to be lost. But you can see there as well the Guardian taking really significant amounts of armor rep from a huge cloud of light maintenance bots.
Yeah, the Guardian is actually not taking any more damage. I think they've actually started to switch targets onto Rooks, the Rook, and then the Rook is actually deep into armor. I think they've started to realize that the Rook is not really there as bait. It's actually there to jam everyone else. And again, we see this mistake where you focus on something that's not ECM in the first time, and as a result, Noir has lost their logistic ship.
Oh, and that Rook is down. I always like to see ECM ships die because I absolutely hate them. But yeah, it's wonderful to see that Rook out of contention. Noir's logistic ship down as well. This Guardian, I think, is probably going to be a tough nut to crack. It's smart bombing. It has a hell of a lot of light armor maintenance bots on it as well. So yeah, they're gonna have trouble breaking it, I think, initially.
Yeah, we see one Tengu go down from the Noir team, only 2 Tengus and a Drake left. Doesn't seem like they're gonna have enough DPS to break the Guardian or the battleships. They might be able to take down a Hurricane or 2 with them, but now the Indecisive team is actually starting to fire on Indecisive, who is, I think, one of the alliance leaders for Noir, and so he's actually starting to take a really heavy shield damage.
Yep, the Noir team seriously need to get as many of those. In fact, they have vanished. Those light maintenance bots they had on. We can see one of the Hurricanes there from Indecisive certainty. Low armor, looking like we're going to lose him soon. Guardian pilot's trying to keep him alive, but probably running low on cap after what he's just had to sustain from the fire from Noir. Yeah,
he probably is very much capped out. But, you know, he might be able to keep the Hurricane up for a little bit. Hurricane is deep into armor. I would say only about 20% armor left. Taking even more fire right now. He has a lot of light armor maintenance bots on him. Let's see if he can hold the combined fire for the 2 Tengus on the Noir team. He might be able to just hold on for a few more seconds as the Tengu goes down.
1 Tengu for the Noir team. We have a single Tengu, 2 Daredevils left for the Noir Mercenary Group, 3 Hurricanes, a Guardian, and 2 Armageddons left for Indecisive certainty. Yeah, I was expecting more from Noir here. It's a bit strange with the ranges at first. It looks as if that Rook was like sort of reverse psychology. Is it bait? Is it not? Are we going to try and kill its massive shield tank, or are we going to just leave it alone and focus on something else? And it turned out to be an ECM Rook, and they made the wrong choice.
It might be also a mistake on both teams' part. Sometimes they do have some confusion warping into the beacons, which I think might have been the case here. Because I mean, if I were fielding a Rook, I would really not want to have that at 0. But I guess the reverse psychology did work because the Rook was actually not the primary target.
Yeah, the Rook stayed alive long enough to make the difference. Wow, Noir Mercenary Group getting absolutely whitewashed. I can't believe it. Indecisive certainly losing only their Rook, basically. That's it. Noir Mercenary Group are out, I believe. Yeah, no ships left on the field. Very surprising. We can pass back to Southwave.
That is indeed a bit of a surprising victory there. I actually thought that Noir would take this one, but they didn't. Good job by Indecisive certainty. We'll be right back with Silver Twilight Enterprises versus Erebus Alliance.